What's going on here, YouTube? This is Anim here with another reaction video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Oscar-winning short animated film, Hair Love. So here we go. What I like already here is, very simple in terms of color. Not a lot of gradation, not a lot of shading. Very good animation, very expressive, but very quick transitions here. And again, the backgrounds are wonderful. The backgrounds are very well painted. And this I really like. I really like the animation of her hair. One thing that people need to understand, that a lot of times when it comes to animation, black hair, people of African descent, is not done very well. And this is why it's really important to have people of African descent, have black people involved in the productions of animated productions, especially when it comes to black characters. And you need someone who understands the aesthetics of how black hair looks and feels, so that they can work to make sure that it's honestly portrayed as you see here within an animated film.
Are you ready to do this? All right, here we go. See? Now, wasn't that easy?
Yeah, very funny. Oh man. Oh man. Good animation, a lot of exaggeration within it. So this is traditional to the animation. It's something I want people to understand, that very different. I guarantee you, I want you to take the time to look at this and compare it to anything that might be Flash animation or something done in, well, although Flash is now called Adobe Animate, and kind of seeing the more limited animation that creates. This is traditional hand-drawn keyframe animation. Nice transition. And the hair is beating up the father. Yeah. I'm sure a lot of fathers deal with that, especially if they're single fathers, or they're trying to do the best they can with their daughter's hair. Nice, really good transition back into reality. Oh yeah, and the daughter's not having it. Oh no, she's not having it. No, that's not going to work. Oh. One great thing I like with animation, you're using the expressiveness of the characters in the scene to tell the story, and not really relying upon dialogue, which there is none within this film.
I want to thank my very special assistant, my daughter Zuri, for helping me with today's vlog, like always. And remember, the road ahead might look rough, but you can make the journey with a little bit of work.
Another thing I want you to take note of, especially when you're looking at animation, one thing that draws you into it is the exaggeration of movement. If all these characters were moving, like normal human beings, you would not be drawn into it like you are right now.
Moisturize these beautiful thick curls with a leave-in conditioner, which will also help detangle the kinks. Now, part all your hair into sections and clip it away.
really good work,
You're doing an
showing the
amazing job.
nice little montage going into the deliberate step by step and making sure that the hair is done right.
That was
Really
so
good.
much fun. I knew you could do it.
Again, the background art is very very stylistic, very simple. And again, I'm sure some people might be wondering, like, why is the coloring different on the characters and everything in the foreground compared to that in the background? Reason for that is simplicity. Also making it easier and making it easier to actually get done faster. It cuts the time down when you just keep it very singular in terms of color, kind of avoiding the creation of shadows within a lot of parts there. Again, behind the ears, under the chin, on the arms. Keeping a singular color, makes it easier for the production to move smoothly and to really get done faster. That's all it is. Now you see here, in the credits, you start to see that there's some shadow, there's some shading going on in these singular images that you didn't see within the animation. So again, and this is something to think about also with 3D animation as well. When it's it takes a lot less time to render things out, to really create the full spectrum of color from light to dark within an animated film. Uh, Biggest thing that as an animator that you're going to have to deal with is meeting deadlines. And sometimes when you want things to look as beautiful as this does, from the light to dark, getting all the shadows and get all the details and everything, it takes a tremendous amount of time to actually do all of that. Biggest thing to think about is that when you're creating an animated film, you're working in, especially in film, you're working at 24 frames per second. So that's 24 individual drawings per 1 second of animation. So we're talking about a film here that's around, between 6.5, almost 7 minutes long. So think about that. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work where you're going to have to go through every single frame and making sure that all of the shading and all the color and all the detail, is perfect for every single frame. So by keeping it just a singular color, for the face, the body, the clothing, and everything, and for everything within the scene, it makes it a lot easier to get through each frame. It makes the continuity that much better, and again, it reduces the amount of time it takes that to finish the film. But overall, this is really really good. Very simple, very simple story. A girl, wants to get her hair done, for seeing to go see her mother and can't do it. She struggles and can't do it. And then the father sees it like, oh my gosh, her hair's not done. And she wants the father to do it, and the father, is dejected, and he's afraid to tackle it, and he wants to keep it as simple as possible, but it ends up disappointing the daughter. So he takes it upon himself, like, you know what, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it. And he goes through the steps, goes through the tutorial, makes the hair, his daughter's hair beautiful, and they both go see her mother, and everyone is happy at the end. So a very simple story, and this is something that's very important when it comes to animated films and animated short films. You know, you don't need to make things very complicated. You can keep things very simple within the story, and they can look very very beautiful. And as you see here, you see the backgrounds are very beautiful. The characters are animated, very well. A lot of expression, a lot of exaggeration within the movement to really bring you into the what's going on to the film. But a very good film, very good in terms of coloring, and very good in terms of the different shots. And I see why it won an Oscar. So again, good work here, and it's important to really understand. A lot of people worked on this film, even though it's a short film. A lot of people worked on this film. So again, really good film. So for those who are watching this reaction, if you have any short films, any animated short films that you want me to react to, go ahead and post in the comment sections down below. And as always, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you have not done so. And going on to the next film. So again, Anim Haru out.